Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all you folks out there on the YouTube. My name's Welded Life, and this is my YouTube channel. And I thought it's about time I introduced myself good and proper. Well, today, what we're going to do, though, instead of introducing myself, is we're going to go venture out into the new DLC, The Pit, here on Fallout 76. And we're going to do us a little playthrough, run through, see what we can find out for you there. And what do you say we get started? Let's get to it.
This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut before running off. It's a shame.
Need anything?
Can't get at the back by myself. If you see anyone struggling out in Appalachia, be sure to tell them about the White Spring. You'd think with all that tinkering Skippy does, that he'd have come up with something medicinal.
Security operation in progress.
Maintenance is boring. I hope they've got a mission soon. Hey, what's up? Name's Lennox. What's it look like? This is the closest thing we've got to a hangar for this hot mama. If you need to go somewhere, I'm the one who's gonna take you. As long as Rucker clears it, of course. You got it, bud. And mechanic. You're looking at more than a decade of military experience in the sky. Hey. She might be a used model, but I got her running right. Probably only a 5, maybe 12% chance she'll drop out of the sky. 20 tops. Sure thing, buddy, but make it snappy. I got stuff to do. Yep. I like to be up here to stay with her. It's been a long time since I had a working bird. I don't want anybody messing with her. Hell yeah, I can. I was Air Force back in the day. Tankers, cargo, I'd fly anything. Through hell and fire, no problem. This vertebrate's an odd duck. Ain't a plane, ain't a chopper. But if you go up with me, just sit back and relax. Never lost my cargo once, human or otherwise. You'll be fine. One of the responders said they saw a spaceman the other day. Little gray dude. Aliens, you know? Hell, I saw crap above the clouds you'd never believe, even before the war. Tic-tacs, cigars, discs, stuff that moved like nothing we had. No way we're alone. Believe it. You better believe it. You know, people will tell you that a twin-prop strategic airlifter doesn't have the envelope for aerobatic maneuvering. And to that I say, they might be right. But it was a hell of a lot of fun trying it. One of the responders said they... Hell, stuff that... You and me, girl. We're gonna go places.
You have insulted my honor, and for that, you must die!
Nothing like the roar of these engines.
Sometimes I just check out.
Miss Rucker have any other requests I could help with?
Well, not specifically asked, but
Oh, go on, dear. You know I'm thrilled to help if I can.
well, she did mention needing some help with something for the clinic.
Ah, I see. Certainly.
And Sophie's starting her donation drive today.
The lovely Miss Wagner's charitable efforts. Yes, I hadn't forgotten.
Oh,
Well, hello, darling. A pleasure to meet another guest of our fine establishment.
I'm not much for
I am Orlando, your host and management liaison. If you'll pardon me for just one moment, that will be all. Please give my regards to Ms. Rucker. If you are here for leisure, I regret to inform you that our regular resort activities are temporarily unavailable. However, if you are here for the refuge and the fine work of the lovely responders, I am delighted to welcome you on their behalf. Ah, perhaps you have not heard. The White Spring is now home to the refuge, a place of safety and care for all in need. The refuge is being run by the responders, individuals committed to the well-being of their fellows. They founded the refuge in response to new waves of refugees coming to Appalachia, people in great need of help. Food, medical care, clothing, a place to sleep. All of these are available for those who need them. What a wonderful thing for you to ask, darling. I knew there was something special about you from the moment I saw you. As it happens, the responders are looking for volunteers to assist them in a particular outreach effort. Those industrious wonders have repaired a vertibird to full working order and are using it to make contact with more distant settlements. They've made allies with people in Pittsburg. The locals call it the Pitt now. We seem to be in dire need of outside assistance. If you don't mind me saying so, you look like you can handle yourself. You might be just who they're looking for. Judging by what I've heard, it's an accurate one, sadly. Pittsburg was bombed quite severely during the war. The poor individuals still living there have renamed it to better reflect its dreadful circumstances. They call themselves the Union. Something of a resistance movement, I understand, against more aggressive forces. One of their representatives is currently staying with us, a Mr. Skippy Roridge. Delightful man. Indeed, isn't that marvelous? They salvaged it and painstakingly repaired it. It's fully functional now. I was very pleased to be able to contribute to this effort in my own small way. If you wish to see it, it resides on the roof of the refuge between flights, along with its charming pilot, Ms. Lennox.
Oh, how are we going to accommodate so many guests?
Well, they'll be better able to explain the details, but I believe they're looking for fighters, actually. Their contacts in the pit are in something of a desperate situation, it seems, against a dangerous enemy. I hate the thought of you putting yourself in such danger, but it does appear to be for a good cause.
Nothing else. Oh, if only...
Oh, you're terribly brave, aren't you, dear? Imagine if we all had such courage. Now, darling, before anybody bundles you off, the first thing you should do is introduce yourself to some of the responders. I just so happen to know a few in need of more local assistance, and helping them will earn you the other thing you'll need. That other thing, of course, being the ultrasight battery cells, which fuel the vertibird. Ultracells, if you prefer. Why, from me, of course. Rather, from the management via me, that is. When management heard the responders were restoring the vertibird, they wished to help. They provided the ultracells, and I suggested them to the responders as an alternative means of fueling the vertibird. Per management instructions, I distribute a quantity to certain individuals regularly. Management feels this encourages collective decision-making rather than stockpiling. I'm sure they'd be willing to part with them in exchange for your aid.
They'd reprogram me if I'm not more positive.
I could not possibly speak to your experience, dear. It sounds remarkable to make such discoveries.
Mr.
All
Del
I can
Ripper
tell you
only
is
likes
that
to
the management
organize
provides them
slaps.
for the refuge.
Nothing else.
Regrettably,
Oh, if
that is as
only he
much
would
as I
dust
know
those
of the
shells
matter.
his.
I might wager that whomever was behind the ultracell you discovered likely shared similar contacts with management at some point, but who can say?
The White Springs decor is refined and decadent. Don't listen to any naysayers.
My dear, you must understand, much as I would like to, my responsibilities do not permit me to do so. I am but a humble employee of the management, and I distribute their resources as instructed to the letter. I hope you will not begrudge me my loyalty. I find myself quite fond of you already.
How rude!
In an ideal world, darling, I'm sure they would. Sadly, this is not that world, and any reticence on their part is understandable. I don't want to speak for the responders, but I believe they may also see this as more for their union friends than for themselves. Your assistance with their more immediate concerns will ensure everyone benefits. Isn't that a good outcome? Our lovely Ms. Rucker is the closest thing to a leader the refuge has, though I believe she's less than comfortable with the title. You can find her in their headquarters, beyond the dining area. The darling chef, Miss Rousseau, needs some assistance in the kitchen, I hear. And Ms. Wagner, over in the common area, is looking for donations. I'm sure your generosity will be well rewarded.
Telling me they'd reprogram me if I'm not more positive.
Wonderful, my dear. I'm certain you will be a tremendous help to them and the refuge. When you are finished with each of them, I recommend you speak with Mr. Skippy Rorich, the Pitt Union representative. I imagine he'll want to discuss the situation in the pit with you before you embark.
Shells of his.
Do feel free to visit me at your leisure if you wish to chat. I have an office in the management wing. You can't miss it.
That miscreant from
Lovely
Trader
to
scratched
see.
my chassis on the way in. How rude!
I'm afraid you may wish.
A lot of supplies.
I asked Tannen for a drink on the rocks.
Oh, they've really gotten set up here. There's times you've got to accept the cards you were dealt, and learn to make the best of it.
Ooh, that Orlando can talk the bark off a tree. Here to lend a hand, or 'cause you need a hand? Well, seems like timing is one of your strong suits. Look, I can stitch up a gash with the best of them. But Appalachia, well, she can do a lot worse than cut us open. Cut a lot of folks here with sickness we don't understand, and injuries we don't know how to treat. What we need more than anything is know-how. So I propose we trade. What I got that I don't need, for what you need that you don't got. I've heard you're looking ahead into the pit, and the only safe way out of Appalachia is that metal bird Lennox has perched up on the roof. And what keeps her in the air are those ultrasight cells Orlando keeps locked up. So, that's the deal. You bring back medical information that'll help me figure out how to help these folks, and I'll get you all the juice you need. AVR Medical Center down in Charleston should have what we're looking for. So, what do you say? Want to help the responders make a difference? Word is, there's a lot of pre-war patient records still inside AVR, and if we can get our hands on even a few of them, We'll learn a great deal, and that'll help us do a better job today. Can the responders count on you? Nice. Well, let's get to it then. Anything you're able to find, go ahead and bring it back to our lead medic. I'll let her know to look for you. Good luck out there.
A safe haven filled with people trying to help others? It feels like I've died
I
and
could
gone to
really
heaven.
use a drink. But Rucker wants us sober on the job.
Bonjour! My name is Esme Rousseau, but most people around here know me as Chef Esme. We've had some representatives from Foundation and Crater come here seeking assistance with the recent influx of refugees. I thought that we could help them out by providing some food for their people. I've started a pot of venison and potato stew, one of my newest creations. Would you be able to help me finish it? How wonderful! I can't wait to whip up something delicious for everyone! The stew requires potatoes, venison, salt, black pepper, and carrots. The ingredients can be found in our storage area. Your job is to grab the ingredients and put them in before the stew burns. Super! Let's have you start by stirring the stew, which will help keep it from burning. Remember to continuously stir during the cooking process.
I wouldn't want to be Rucker. I never thought a single person could be spread so thin.
Fantastique! Let's get the first of the ingredients and prepare them. You're looking for carrots, potatoes, and the pièce de résistance.
No problem too big to solve.
Please seat yourself. A waiter will be with you shortly.
I think I heard a Protectron bark the other day. Am I going crazy?
It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
I think we can make this place home for a lot of people. Yourself included. It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
I heard there's a chess set around here if you ever want to play.
I love Esme's cooking. It's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
Please have a seat. Someone will be with you shortly.
I hope we get some Deathclaw meat soon. Its tenderness is
Orlando
nice.
is very charming, but to be honest with you, I'm not really sure why they're helping us.
The work I do is extremely rewarding, but boy, is it tiring.
This want-me robot tried to give me a haircut before running off. It's a shame.
Don't bother
Gonna
talking
need
about
more
that
justice at
Crater.
this rate.
Nasty bunch, aren't they?
I heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere safe and not somewhere like that.
Need anything?
If you hang around those raiders, I want nothing to do with you. I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important
No mouth in Appalachia will go hungry with Chef Esme around.
Good morning. The dining room is open for breakfast.
Responders field report. Maria Chavez speaking. Being here at AVR Medical rude.
malt wines and spirits, aged a minimum of 20.
Rucker said you were helping us out. Hope you got some good news about those patient records. These records are going to save so many lives. You've done the responders a great service, and now it's our turn to get to work.
Wonder if they have any tests around here.
Hungry? Esme's always cooking something good.
I heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere safe and not somewhere...
Well, hello there, stranger. Pleased to meet you. I'm Sophie Wagner. Look around. The Refuge. Quite a place, isn't it? I mean, sure, fancy pants, golf club, resort, that's nice, but I'm talking about the Refuge. A haven for the lost, the dispossessed, the hungry, and unfortunate. A monument to our ability to have compassion for each other. Isn't it grand? Isn't it worth preserving, building, growing? Yes, exactly. You understand, I can tell. A future filled with people supporting each other, regardless of background or history. It's always good to meet someone who can see the big picture. Now, how'd you like to be a part of it?
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
Sort of. Well, I haven't seen you around before, so, glad to have you. But I wasn't trying to recruit you anyway. I'm actually more in the material support end of things. Scouting for volunteers isn't really my department.
I bet power armor training's tough. Not that scribe training isn't hard.
Refugee camp? Is that all you think this is? Look closer. Sure, we're taking in refugees, but we're also making sure people get medicine, clothing, and food. This isn't just 3 hots and a cot. It's the first step to a world where everybody's got a chance. And you can help. Now that's what I'm talking about. People supporting each other. You got the right spirit. Rucker's put me in charge of running a bit of a donation drive. Have you met Rucker? She's amazing. You should. Anyway, it might surprise you to know an operation like this is always churning through supplies. We work hard to keep things in stock, and that funny Orlando character does their best to help out as well, but, well, we still have shortfalls. So here I am, asking generous folks such as yourself to help us fill in those gaps and keep the refuge running.
I think I heard a Protectron bark the other day. Am I going crazy?
Oh yeah, I guess I am. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Why shouldn't I be? We're living in the aftermath of the apocalypse. But here we all are in a place filled with people dedicated to helping each other. You ask me, that means we're pretty dang lucky, right? A lot to be excited about. Happy, even.
I don't smell anything.
I prefer to think of it as mutual aid. We're a community, pulling our collective resources so that nobody has to go without. Charity's more like the well-to-do buying a clean conscience by giving away their table scraps. And it's not just hanging around. I need to get the donations packed, stored, logged, the whole 9 yards. Rucker's got a real quartermaster's mindset. So you better believe she wants it all squared away properly. Let me check my notes. You would not believe how fast we've been going through our stash of steel scrap. It's been nuts. 50 units, if you have it, would go a long way. That's okay. Come back if you're ready to donate.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work.
If I need to keep tallies.
Wonder what they're doing now.
Maybe I come off a little too strong. No, maybe
the work
not
I do
strong
is
enough.
extremely rewarding.
But boy, is it tiring. Check in with the medics if you're feeling under the
Glad
weather.
to see you. You do? It just so happens I got a little something for you as a reward for your generosity. Rucker set aside some ultrasight battery cells that can spare you from the ones the White Spring management doles out. Fancy a vertibird trip? They're not much use for anything else, but I got a feeling you're gonna need them. See? Mutual aid. Everybody wins. Thanks so much for the help. Drop by again. If I know Rucker, I'll be looking for something new every day. Take care of yourself. Oh, hey there. Nice to see you.
Damn, that bloodbug sting was nasty. Wonder what it was like pre-war when they were tiny.
Haven't been sleeping well lately. Maybe I should try counting sheep instead of stamps. Do you read much? It's about all that keeps me sane these days. I never thought a single person could be spread so thin. Try not to track all of that dirt into my shop, eh? I already near broke my back trying
Looking
to
for
wash up the
something
fallout.
different? We have regional flavors you won't find this side of Nuka World. Well, hello. Do you like Nuka-Cola? Don't be silly. Of course you do.
There's no problem too big to solve.
I bet Rocker could use a trinket to cheer her up.
Nothing cleans the gears like an ice-cold Nuka-Cola.
I should check if those Blue Ridge folks carry letters, too.
Honestly, the presence of custodial robots does not excuse tracking mud all over our floors.
If you need a bed for the night, I'm sure Orlando could find a place for you.
Sorry, I'm not much for conversation. Allison talked my ear off.
Do you ever look up at the stars and wonder if anything else is out there?
I can't believe we got a vertibird. That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
But I can't help but like them.
Maybe I should visit that retreat place sometime, though I'm not.
Hey, sport! You wouldn't happen to be handy? Hey, sport! You wouldn't happen to be handy with an electrocompression spanner, would you?
Oh, what am I saying? Of course you aren't. I invented the thing. Sorry to put you on the spot, kid. I'm Skippy Rorich, but you can call me Skip, Ro, Skippo, or whatever else you fancy. I'm here on behalf of the Union. We're a band of loose-knit freedom fighters from the pit up north. We're looking to get our home back from a group of raiders called the Fanatics. Hoping Appalachia has some help to offer in that. The pit is, well, it used to be Pittsburg, Pennsylvania. Now it's something else entirely, overrun by all manner of nasty. But it's our home, and we want to win it back, clean it up, and make it livable again.
don't worry about that thing. Barely works anyway. Silly to bring it up. Oh, we're past the electro spanner. Consign it to the dustbin of history. I'm moving on to the hydrolo spanner. Much higher ceiling on that one. Whoa, alrighty then. Fair enough, friend. Fair enough. I'll watch my tongue from now on. Not at all. Ask away. And I'll tell you everything you want to know. The Union is our grand experiment in human decency in the pit. All the people working together to rebuild a place that most say ain't worth rebuilding. We fight the fanatics, the ferals, and any other awful thing that stands to hold back progress in the Steel City. And there are a lot of those. Well, you know, we used to be a trade union before the war. A lot of us are holdovers from those days, old factory hands. Sticking together now like we did then. But we take all kinds, so long as they share the goal of winning back our foul city and making it fair again. That mix makes us a rowdy bunch, but it's also our secret sauce. Our eclectic minds think of things our enemies wouldn't imagine. So we stay one step ahead, or even an inch ahead, but that's enough to keep us in the game. Quite frankly, because the odds are stacked against us. We represent civilization in the pit. Most folks up there have put that by the wayside, given in to their animal instincts. We want our home back, but we can't do it alone. That's all there is to it. If the fanatics unite the pit, they'll start marching elsewhere. That's trouble for Appalachia. Trouble for you. If that ain't motivation enough, well, I'll make it worth your while. Don't you worry. War breeds innovation. If there's one thing we have, it's that. We can build you all manner of fighting gear. Guns, grenades, armor, you name it. It'll be yours if you give us your aid. I'm the Union's inventor, quartermaster, and coordinator. I'm the brain guy. I use the know-how in this dome here of mine to help the kids in the field in any way I can. Sure thing. Can I? Of course. Will I? Also, of course. It's hell. What else can I say? What the bombs didn't level, the fanatics finished off. The air is choked with soot, the water is undrinkable, and the rads sear your skin like the sun of the Sahara. It's horrible, but it's home. No matter how bad it is or gets, we believe we can turn it around. That's what we're fighting for. Before the war? Well, it wasn't a paradise, but still a sight to behold. The Steel City, we called it. A center of industry, making anything you can imagine. When the war rolled around, we built weapons, munitions, vertibirds, power armor, robots. I suppose that's what made us a target, and left us what we are now. The fanatics are a bunch of sadists, is what they are. They bill themselves as a confederation and say they take all comers for who or what they are. That's nonsense, of course. Just an empty slogan, used to sucker in more labor for the mills. All right, I'm game. Twist my arm, why don't you? Tired of hearing about me, eh? I'm all ears. Figuratively, that is. What's new?
White Spring is fabulous this time of year.
I love Esme's cooking. It's
been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
Oh no, the stew has burned. Do not be discouraged though. Without failure, there is no improvement. Here is your stew. Something is better than nothing, yes? Hopefully, either the settler or raider representative will find some use for this. I last saw them in the bar area.
I'm extremely lucky I'm here. I've never felt safer.
Good evening. Here for dinner.
Why even bother helping people that can't help themselves?
Are you at the refuge? We've got people going hungry, and too many mouths to feed at Foundation. I'm not sure what you expect me to do with this. People are hungry for something that's actually edible.
So this is a place that's bringing all these damn people to Appalachia.
Restaurants are kind of cute when they're just wearing a bow tie and not shooting waiters at you.
If I make this adjustment, I'm well beyond the blueprint. Hey there, sport. What brings you back my way? That's right, looking for someone to help us take the fight to the fanatics. Surprised we got a taker, actually. You are interested, right? The Union's back's against the wall. We're doing our best to hold off the fanatics. Keep them from taking everything. Occasionally, we win some small victories, but not a lot. Got a couple of situations back there right now where an extra hand might tip things in our favor, at least for now. I don't want to call it mercenary work, but I'm not gonna lie. You'll be going there to fight. Fantastic. Let me just get Rucker in here. It's her bird, after all. Thanks for coming by, Rucker. Looks like we got a volunteer to take a trip out to the pit.
We've met. Had a feeling you might be up for this when you came by earlier. Guess I was right.
Figured you should be involved, if we're gonna borrow your plane.
Don't let Lennox hear you call it a plane. She takes it personally. Anyway, sure thing. I guess you've already got all the ultra cells you need. I know you've got mine. Sophie and Esme tell me you helped them out too, so I expect you got theirs as well.
Great. This means a lot to the Union. I'll make sure you're well rewarded for it. I might have some other things I need help with here in Appalachia, too. I'll let you know. Good luck up there. We're counting on you.
So this is a place that's bringing all these damn people to Appalachia.
Rucker said you were helping us out. Hope you got some good news about those patient care instructions. Follow-up care, wound care, oxygen concentrations. These instructions have it all. I'll let Rucker know you came through for us. Best of luck out there. Thank you.
Even filled with people trying to help others? It feels like I've died and gone to heaven. Or hell, if you look out the window.
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
I could really use a drink, but Rutger wants us sober on the job.
Oof, Ellison needs to access his calm. God damn.
These robots sure make my job easier.
If you want something done right, you gotta make sure you don't get shot, stabbed, rancid, or blown up. And then you still gotta do it yourself.
I was out scavenging for food earlier. Only got attacked by Scorched once.
There's no problem too big to solve.
Honestly, the presence of custodial robots does not excuse tracking mud all over our floors.
Do you need me to do anything for you? I could carry your things for you. Really, anything. Just say the word, I'll jump. Shoot. I mean, shoot as in ask me something. Don't fire at me. Ask away.
Eldra, what? I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. No one briefed me on this. Battery cells? Forget the stupid vertibird. This is what I should be looking into. Oh no, we come from California. It was a long trek over here, from what I heard. Oh no, not at all. Someday, I will be.
Considering all of the places I could have ended up, I'm extremely lucky.
I'm trading to be a scribe. You won't find scribes decked out in power armor. And even if I wasn't, I'm still an initiate. It would be impractical to waste your best tech on, well, a new recruit.
Rucker's going.
Oh, okay.
How much we
Yeah, that's fine. Me? Well, I'll try to answer whatever I can. Eager? I didn't realize it was so obvious. Look, all my life I dreamed of doing something more than tending some Brahmin in the field in West Virginia. I wanted something more, and the Brotherhood of Steel is that something more to me. When I saw Night Shin first approach me, laser rifle drawn, now that's awe-inspiring. Makes your heart pound. Who wouldn't want to be a part of that?
This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut before running off. It's a shame. I can't get it.
If you had everything you ever wanted, would you just let it slip between your fingers? No, you hold on to it with an iron grip. I'm proud to be Brotherhood. So immensely proud. It's an honor just to wear this insignia. Haven't you ever been a part of something that made you that proud? Then you know. You know what it's like to be starstruck by your own peers. I'm an ambitious man. I always find a way to make my dreams come true. But I can't deny how lucky I am to be in the position I'm in. So I'll be damned if I slack for 1 minute and lose the best thing that ever happened to me. I may be young, I may be inexperienced, but that just means I have to work a little harder than everyone else. My story? I'm not very interested if that's what you're asking. I was born in Louisiana, but I hardly remember it. We moved to West Virginia when I was really young. Me, my mom, and my brother. He stayed behind to help my mom on the farm, and I went off to join the Brotherhood. I knew I had to do it. I was chasing that dream, you know? But I still feel guilty leaving the two of them behind. Mama was so proud of me, though. Made me feel proud of myself. In all honesty, I'm a bit of a fish out of water, but I hide it as best I can. Sure thing. I'll tell you what I can. But keep in mind, as a Brotherhood scribe, some of my intel is highly classified.
I was out scavenging for food earlier. I only got attacked by scorched ones.
I guess I could share that information. You know, Brotherhood to Brotherhood. Scribe Valdez sent me here. I'm just keeping tabs on the place. Nothing too important. Just keeping my eyes on that vertibird. What are they using it for? Ha! Well, not really. Rucker's nice and all, but every time she looks at me, she looks like she's in pain. Could be chronic illness. Giuseppe's okay. I know he's got that whole salesman act going on, but he's actually a pretty cool guy. Reads a lot. Knows quite a bit about the world. Skippy's nice and all, but his inventions all look like alien probes to me. Orlando's probably the biggest enigma of them all. I don't know anything about them. They seem nice enough, but I always feel like they're hiding something from me. And I get the impression they just tolerate me. I feel like I could be out of the door to White Spring any minute.
This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut before running off.
Oh, you mean Rucker's people? They're all right, I guess. I'd say they do a lot of good for the people of Appalachia, but there's hardly enough of them around anymore for everything that needs to get done. Between you and me, they'd probably be a lot more useful if they just got absorbed into the Brotherhood. They may have good aims, but they don't have the resources to do it. Meanwhile, the Brotherhood is making amazing strides every day. You're not gonna tell Rucker I said any of this, right? Please don't. Sure. Sure thing. It's Initiate, Ellison. But yeah, I'll see you later.
Bless your heart. Now do excuse me. I must attend to the patients.
Wonder if they have any chems laying around here.
What is it? Oh, you're the one who promised to find my missing magazine.
I suppose a nice refuge.
Aren't
like this
you
is worth
something?
pointing out.
In your mind. Yeah, right on. About time we made another trip out there. I mean, me and my girl here. You haven't been, I guess. Ruckus said somebody'd be coming by. Guess you're it. If you're all set, I'm ready when you are. Assuming you got the ultrasight battery cells for this beauty. I'm a miracle worker in the sky, but even I can't make a fly on willpower alone. Remember, anytime you want to take a trip, we're gonna need a full load of those ultrasight battery cells to power this beauty. If you need more, check with those busybodies downstairs you got this batch from. There's always something they need every day. I'll be here when you're ready to go. touching down.
This thing on? Hey, I'm Hex, leader of the Local 42, a union cell in the area. Skippy said that you're coming to help. Maybe with you here we can finally pull off a raid on the fanatics occupying our foundry. So first, well, meet me on the ground and I'll fill you in.
Here we are, eh, girl? New horizons.
Flew in. I'm out checking in on our informants. Got a tip on some munitions stockpiles in the shipping yard up the road. I have to keep doing the rounds, but I have a saboteur in place who's gung-ho about blowing that stockpile to smithereens. He could use an escort so he doesn't get turned to dust himself. You're here to help, right? Can you handle this for me? Huh. Looks like I can really count on you. The saboteur is waiting near the shipping yard. The code phrase is Sea Lion. Keep him alive while he carries out his mission. That reckless bastard is tough. He won't die easy, but he'll need the help. Alright, I need to get moving. Give him hell and show no mercy. Let's talk again when you're through.
Today be the day.
resistance is unlawful.
Trying to sneak away? You coward.
I got more bullets than me than you got in your wagon.
Who are you? You don't look like a fanatic. Oh yeah? What's the code word? I don't talk to anybody without a code word. So, Hex really did send you. No one else would think to use 2 words as a code word. Alright. Fanatics have loads of munitions sitting in those shipping containers. I can't steal it all myself, but I can sure as hell make sure it's never used against us. It will take a while to rig my explosives. Keep me up until I can get everything done, and we'll watch some pretty fireworks at the end. Let's boogie. Another day, another bomb. On to the next. That's all of them. Get to a safe distance before they blow. I'm out of here.
Saboteur is safe? That's great to hear. Meet me back at our base in the pen, and we'll go over the next part of the battle plan. Well, how about that? You're still in one piece. Guards, let him through?
Can't let him win. We have to fight back.
We won't give in. Not to the fanatics. Not to this place. Not to anything.
Best defense is a good offense.
How much longer can we hold them off?
Another day, another rat storm.
Everything is closing in around us.
There's fanatics out there just waiting to have their death machines. Keep it moving. If you're not helping, you're in the way. I'll admit, I had my doubts about getting outside help. But you really showed up out there. Makes me feel better about sending you inside the foundry. The place is crawling with fanatics. It's like a pest infestation, but worse. Pests don't kidnap our people. Thought you'd never ask. The foundry used to be ours, you know. The old hands hid caches around the place with all their important schematics and planning docs. We still have tracking signals we can use to hunt them down. That's where you come in. Thanks for doing this for us. Your raid will give us some time to collect ourselves. Get back on our feet. Before you head out, you might want to talk to our guy Wicker. Heard he needed help with some things that he can't see to himself. Watch yourself in there. We'll hold the fort and make sure no surprises head your way. Good luck. What are you standing around for? We've got work to do.
Somehow there's never enough steel to go around in this Steel City. Hey, Name's Wicker. You look like a new face to me. What can I do for you, new face? Yeah, if you're up for it. I could always use more pure cast steel ingots. We've also had a supply cache stolen by the Fanatics. Taking that back would be huge. It'll keep us alive another day. Thank you. Sincerely.
That's our foundry. Ours.
Hey, you got time to help me out here? Maybe I should get an apprentice or something. A new face? That's rare. Back to work, Wick. No more loafing around. Back to work, Wick. No more loafing around.
Hello.
Fighting the fight.
So, about that personal
Best
space.
defense is a good offense.
Maybe I should get an apprentice or something.
Never forgive those bastards.
I am so damn hungry.
damned if I get driven from my own home. Another rambler, huh?
Just doing it for the glory. I'm doing it for the fun. Whoa! I can't hear. How dare you? Pit. Into the pit.
You think you got me? You didn't get me!
Let's get to it!
Getting a bad feeling.
Oh, going dark.
My ears playing tricks on me. Fall before the fanatics! Bow! Bang! Bravo! Quiver! Painless! Nothing!
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
You got me! Get me!
Another sacrifice for the cause.
Looks like you were nothing.
Going dark.
Failure!
A new head for my trophy case! Miss home yet?
Do not attempt to flee. Justice will be administered swiftly and fairly. Commencing attack on hostile target.
You made your last mistake! Pain is nothing! Was it worth it? What's the...
Warning. Continue.
You know what kill our
Area
sight means?
secure.
All going dark.
Kill. Kill.
No fight or flight here. Only fight and die. I'll find yins. Trust me. You think you got me? You didn't. Was it worth it, boss?
Another day.
When those things.
This place was making me pricks. I'll skin them alive. I'm getting a bad feeling all of a sudden.
Okay, here we go. It's killing time.
We fall. The strong survive. The struggle.
Fight or die!
Finally,
Was it worth
the
it?
struggle is over.
Boss!
I'm not just doing it for the glory. I'm doing it for the fun.
We'll be merciless.
Watch it.
I'll get you for that!
Into the pit.
You need to get your hands on our spies' dead drops before the fanatics dig them up. Tune into our signal and track them down.
Horror.
Back to the pit.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search. Hold. It's right there.
More target practice. Another sacrifice for the target. I need my luck to... I'll get you for that! Failure! Ah! Back. Into the pit.
Other garbage. You'll never kill us all.
Fucking wait for this!
Miss home yet?
The weak fall.
Hostile target identified.
Something's lurking. I can feel it.
Where the hell?
Must have been the chem.
Could be crawling anywhere. Watching. Waiting.
The Fanatics have no idea how to really work the foundry. Instead of steel, they're pumping out chemical weapons from a makeshift lab in the hopper room. We need to melt down what they've already got and make sure they can't produce any more. Even if they do manage to keep the foundry today, halting production would strike a huge blow. Get in there and find a way to wreck that equipment. I'll radio with more instructions.
Can't hold up my arm anymore. I got some bullets inside your magazine. How dare you!
You're next!
How dare you! Oh, going dark.
We need to do whatever we can to trash that chem lab. I have a few ideas. There should be plenty of chemical contaminant lying around to pour into the weapons stockpile. The factory should also be storing sealing agent, which you can use to gum up the distribution station. And the workers there will have unstable mixtures you can add to the testing vat to ruin any R&D they have going.
This is why I joined up.
Step into the open and identify yourself.
My arm! You bastard!
Oh, the strong survive! Another sacrifice for the cause! No fight or flight, it was it worth it, boss? The weak fall. The strong survive. Like I need my blood to breathe. The struggle is over. Dark.
Jumping on shadows over here. I will be strong. I will
Stand
be
still.
merciless.
This won't hurt him. How dare you!
This is horror.
Must have been... watching.
The Foundry fanatics won't mess with us again anytime soon. You're a hero, pal. You bought us the time we need to regroup and live another day. Head on back to the pen for a debrief, but don't let your guard down. Never let your guard down. Hey, just wanted to... What the hell is that? You better get back here. Fast!
Supposed to go like this.
You still want to talk, huh? Thank you. You didn't have to go through with this after. Thank you. You didn't have to go through with this after. Not at all. Shoot. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where did you learn your manners? You never ask a man about his name. Yep. Thanks again. I'll put this steel to good use.
We were taken by surprise. Damn it. This wasn't the victory toast I imagined. We lost some good people to those things. Look, I hope you don't feel responsible. This happened on my watch. It's on me. I suppose you're leaving now, aren't you? Wendigos? You mean those things that eat people? I don't think so. Aren't those just a legend? The old hands did used to talk about things like them. Boogeymen that crawled around the foundry, taking people in the dark. They had a name, but I don't remember it. Whatever they are, they die. And that means we can fight them. Not that I'm looking forward to more of that.
Keeping us all safe.
We don't say stuff like that around here, at least I don't. To pretend that losing people isn't just a fact of life, it'd only make things worse. Right. Hey, you did a lot for us today. Your raid on the foundry saved us big time. The fanatics would have hit us soon in the worst way. But you bought us some time to regroup. Someday we'll have the muscle to retake our home. I really believe that. Maybe you'll even be there to see it. Until then, we'll keep fighting. And we'll always welcome your help. Fly safe.
Man, I didn't sign up for this
Vertebrate's
shit.
not gonna wait forever. At least I would.
This air can't be good for the... You ready to get airborne? And you can tell me all about it when we get back. Hop in and I'll fire her up.
First up for our costumes that you can earn while in the pit seems to be this tinker's outfit that you'll find on Wicker there in the pit. Those handsome goggles there, and of course bib overalls with the underlined denim shirt, one gloved hand because you wouldn't want to protect that other hand, and yeah, it seems a little weird. Let's take a good look at it. Still got a little clip in there with the Pit Boy there on, what is that? A thermos in a side pouch on your belt there, on your work belt. Looks like we got some other canisters or God only knows what. And yeah. Next up on the list, folks, we have this beautiful trench runner's outfit. There, no clipping, it looks like so far. Big, thick, heavy, it looks like, I don't know what it's wool. It's a big, thick wool jacket you're going to be wearing into the pit, whether it's hot molten steel or if it's supposed to be one of those ones that has the foil style or metallic outer shell to stave off heat that's being emanated from hot molten steel. Either way, you get that nice little handy piece of forearm armor there that strapped to you. It probably won't count towards your armor class, I'm going to say safely. Of course, you got this white shirt, dirty white shirt, blue jeans tucked into what I hope are steel-toed boots. Safety first, folks. And we'll just top this off with a nice, you know, Fred from Scooby-Doo red Dickie. I guess I know his was orange, but still, you gotta use that. I assume that's going to be for covering your mouth when you get out there in the thick of things and all that stuff you're breathing in and the nasty fumes of a steel mill. So that's our second outfit you can get there in the pit. Welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed this tour of the Pit DLC here with Fallout 76. Overall, I'd like to say I think it's a fine addition to the game. I know there were some people out there kind of disappointed that the pit was going to be the first place we went outside of the hills of West Virginia. But honestly, I think it's a nice little bit, and assuming we get enough lore of the area and like kind of the what happened there first in Pittsburgh prior to the Scourge, when the Brotherhood finally comes through and cleans house, and get a little kind of a little foreshadowing there. As I dig into the thing, I hope they're going to tell us kind of how the Vault Dwellers of 76 affected the pit, maybe tie some of that up in with a nice neat little bow there. That'd be pretty interesting. I'm going to keep digging into some lore here as I go through the pit here on the test server, and I will be doing it live on my Twitch channel, so feel free to come on by there to see me, and we'll have us a good old time. In the meantime, y'all have a blessed day, and we'll see you